Welcome from Abraham Lincoln Unitarian Universalist Congregation in Springfield, Illinois. My name is Pat Woods, your Director of Religious Education, and I'm here with our second installment of Yule from Around the World. Today, I'm going to share with you the pagan story of the holly and the ivy. So, this holiday season, everybody's going to be putting up wreaths of holly and ivy. And I thought it might be interesting for you to know that by doing this, you're really taking part in some very historic traditions that celebrate the history that's part of Christmas. And this tradition goes way, way back, long before the Christian tradition. Now, holly, like ivy, is definitely linked to the Christian tradition because they're both winter greens. And so bringing green vegetation into the home has all kinds of symbolic value. It can be linked to the rebirth of spring. It can be linked to the rebirth of Christ. But if you take a really close look at holly, you're going to see that it resembles a crown. It's got spiny leaves and red berries, and it's often linked to Jesus' crown of thorns. But it's more often linked to Christmas rather than Easter. Now, part of the reason for that is how important holly was. It was a protective plant. As a matter of fact, holly was often planted next to saplings of really more valuable trees because it provided protection from animals that might otherwise graze and destroy the trees. And so you'll see it a lot of times growing next to oaks and other trees. Sometimes it was deliberately planted, and sometimes the birds just deposited the seeds. Holly also was thought to protect the home. And so if you're putting holly up around the door, at one point it was seen as acting, well, kind of as flypaper for evil spirits that might try and enter the home. And holly and ivy are often linked together at Christmas. And you know something? That tradition goes way, way back. And it goes back to the pagan festival of Beltane, when the holly or the male and the ivy or the female were burnt together at that pagan festival. Now, naturally, you're not going to get something this fabulous without a song. And yep, there's a song about it, and it's probably a song you recognize. It's called The Holly and the Ivy. So sit back and enjoy. So have a great holiday and come on back next week for our third installment in Tales of the Yule from Around the World. Bye bye.